Hi Sagittarius, you are my last reading of the night. Actually, we've already crossed over into the 18th. Tonight is a full moon, or today is a full moon. So we're going to do the Power of Surrender cards, and then Moonology, and we'll move on to the Tarot. So I hope you're doing well when you see this, Sag. What do my Sagittarians, one of my subscribers commented, Sagittarians. What do my Sagittarians need to know right now? Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. And I was just thinking, I hope some of you are, not burning the flame at both ends. Burning the candle at both ends, I guess that would be. Oh yeah, look at this, surrender to sleep and rest, want it to flip over. So you may need to, you may be fighting rest for some reason. Chill out, Sag. Put on a nice terry cloth robe. Have a glass of sparkling cider or maybe some wine if you drink. Relax. Is there anything else the Sagittarians need to know from the Power of Surrender deck? Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So some of you might be taking on a bit too much. Surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Comparison really does steal joy. It really does. Everybody is unique, and so many people end up wasting time trying to emulate, copy other people. When you are just like your authentic self, that's when you're really being your best self. Something nobody else can ever be or take from you. So some of you might need to, stop comparing yourself or wishing you were like someone else or just seeing how they stack up against you. Focus on you right now. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson, every moment. Scorpio had that, surrendering to the present moment in their reading. And surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation. I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. It's wild. I had, I might share this in a separate, like a video series or something, but I had a situation where I actually felt the spiritual support from my team, and I heard all is well. And I was just like, all is well. Basically telling me like, hey, if you don't sit down and chill out, we got this. Some of you may need to surrender to that as well. So that's a good affirmation. I have faith that all is well. Okay. Hold your vision from the Moonology deck. Woo! And that came right over surrender your fear of change. Fear is one thing that will mess up your vision, right? Because it clouds it, and it's so sneaky too. So surrendering fear of change is connected to holding your vision somehow, or directly. Then we have a time for healing. Balsamic moon. I'll be honest, I don't know what a balsamic moon is. I'm gonna have to look into that. It sounds delicious. Hold your vision is fixed moon, and then we have it's time to release negativity, a full moon in Scorpio, even though today's full moon is in Virgo. And at the bottom of the deck we have meditate. Meditate and contemplate. And that is basically the same here as surrender to silence. You may need to connect with your spirit team or just get into some quiet meditation and see what comes to you in those moments. Could be very helpful to you, Sag. Might help you relax. So let's get into the tarot. What does Sagittarius need to know from the tarot right now? The moon. It is a full moon. The moon's been coming out in everybody's reading. The Emperor. The Ace of Swords. Seven of Cups. And the Ten of Swords is the outcome. Two of Wands is the overall energy. Okay. Some of you might be having issues at work, or somebody around you is having issues in the workplace. You're having to move on from something, Sagittarius, or there's somebody, take it as it resonates in your story, okay? Somebody might be having to move on from you, and they're in fear of not knowing what to do. It's like somebody's been forced out of a situation is what it feels like. It doesn't seem all that detrimental. They have the Two of Wands as the overall energy, which is good energy, planning to move forward, but I feel like it's something to do with maybe being forced out of a situation. With the moon as the starting energy, it's like they just don't know what to do at this point, or they're in fear of what's happening, fear of the current situation or how it's going to change their life, the life that they've been used to living. Yeah, and I feel like this could definitely be, you could be dealing with an Aries, or this could be some kind of organization. You could be used to, like, I could be talking to somebody who's about to retire. And I just heard resignation, like a forced resignation. Somebody might be submitting a resignation, but it's like they were really fired, but they're so respected that people are going to be presented with this as a resignation. And yeah, the focus is the truth. There's been some kind of a truth, and that's where this has come from. Some kind of realization. And then the advice is the Seven of Cups. So somebody feels betrayed in this situation. They feel confused about it. But I feel like with the advice being the Seven of Cups, it's like somebody's being advised to just kind of try to get clear on what it is they want to do now, get clear on their focus going forward. Because the Seven of Cups can signify confusion, or now just having a lot of different things to do. Like if you've been somewhere, whatever it is, it could be a long-lasting relationship. All of a sudden it's getting cut out. You could be divorcing someone and you're like, what do I do now? I don't even know how to date. I don't know how to even use these dating apps. Well, you've got an abundance of apps to choose from. Are you just trying to hook up with somebody, or do you really want to find, love? You got eHarmony or you got Tinder. It's like that, or it could be someone who's like, well, if I retire now, where do I go with my career? At least you got to save face is what I feel like, because for somebody I feel like they're being allowed to retire, but really it's a termination. And if you're being let go and it looks like either retirement or resignation, then that gives you more options anyway. So it's probably not as bad as you think, or as bad as they think. Either way, this person feels very betrayed. However, with the 10 of Swords being there, the worst of the situation has come to an end, because this feels like it had been a heavy situation, or at least one that was looming for some time. Let's clarify. What's this moon about for my Sagittarians? Temperance, Sagittarius energy. There you are, Sag. And the Page of Swords. Somebody could be watching you. Or you could be overthinking. Somebody could just be overthinking about this, what's next, or overthinking about how you're going to be after they separate from you. Yeah. Can I get one more, please, on the Moon and the Temperance? Holding back. Yeah, so you could be holding back from someone, Sagittarius, and Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth energy. You could be wondering about an Earth energy, or they could be wondering about you. Somebody in the Nine of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be an Earth sign. But they don't know what's happening with you after this separation. It feels like a really big change, and someone's kind of freaking out that they no longer have access to this thing or this person. What about this Emperor here? The Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. So this is definitely about some sort of a partnership. And there's your energy again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, and there was some kind of deception, which is what's caused this. That's that looming energy I was feeling, I think. It's like something that was done in the dark. It came to light with this Ace of Swords energy. And the result is somebody being cut out. So can we get some clarity, please, on this Ace of Swords? Nine of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Hierophant. Yeah, someone in a higher position had to make a judgment call, I feel. Or someone is afraid. This is the energy. Someone's afraid this is going to happen. But I feel like it's in the, I feel like it could be in the works. For whoever this is that was in the wrong. If they got found out about some deception they did, yeah. And this is a decision that's guided. So this is something I feel that's meant to happen. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Seven of Cups. Can I get some more information on the Seven of Cups for my Sagittarius gang? The Strength. Some of you might have to take up a new area of study, or this person is going to have to take up a new area of study. Let's say they're not in retirement age, and maybe whatever, I just heard blackballed. Whatever this is, if they're not of a certain age yet, it's going to cause them to have to take up other areas of study. Or you could just be Sagittarius in an area in life where something has been cut out, and now you're looking into other areas of study, and you have to do a little bit of research and figure out, like, what now? But there's a feeling of frustration here. It doesn't feel like an easy transition. It feels like very frustrating. But we did see surrender frustration earlier too from the Power of Surrender cards. You know, change can definitely be scary. Can I get one more, please, on the Seven of Cups and the Strength? Yeah, Six of Cups and the Wands, Eight of Wands. Letting go of the past. Communication about something from the past. But I feel like this is somebody having to move forward. They've learned that they have to go. They have to go. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. And they don't really necessarily want to. Ten of Swords. What about this Ten of Swords as the outcome? Six of Pentacles. Some sort of unequal give and take in a situation, lack of reciprocity. Maybe some kind of, I just heard, illegal gift that wasn't supposed to be given. Maybe a gift that was for one person given to another person. This has been found out. A judgment call had to be made. Can I get one more, please, on the Ten of Swords and the Six of Pentacles? Yeah, somebody had been left out in the cold, but it was somebody, it could be a Gemini. I feel like it could involve a Gemini, but it feels like it was somebody who was supposed to be not left out in the cold, was left out in the cold, and there's some kind of, it's all these old school words that come to me, some kind of recompense for that situation. So something is being made right. There's like something is being rectified. Is there anything else? Oh, the World. It's like this situation is coming to a completion, and it was supposed to happen. So the way this is played out, it was supposed to play out this way. The Lovers here. You may find out about this on the internet. You may read about this somehow. You were involved in this situation, or it may be a situation about somebody else who's in the public eye, who may be a Sagittarius. But if you're dealing with this situation, you'll find out about it somehow. Somebody might let you know on the internet or send you some kind of a message. Is there anything else my Sagittarians need to know about this? Whoa, this is going to bring somebody a new beginning. A new beginning that promises wish fulfillment, or enables wish fulfillment. I shouldn't say promises. What's at the bottom of the deck here? So, I don't know. Even if this works out for you, Sagittarius, it feels like somebody's going to be in regret about this. Like, even though something is made right, you didn't want it to. It's like a kind of bittersweet. Like, even though so-and-so was wrong, I didn't want them to have to go out like that. Or dang, like, that's disappointing. Like, the outcome is good, but I don't like that this person now, it's like this person is under some sort of disgrace. And that's going to make somebody sad. But it's opening the door. It's opening the door for somebody. It could be you, Sagittarius. This could be leveling you up in some way. Whatever this betrayal was, if it had you left out in the cold earlier, for some reason it's going to come back around to you. And that's going to make you feel bad for some reason. It's going to put you in the Eight of Swords. But I feel like you don't have any reason to be in the Eight of Swords. Because somebody's going to be like rectifying this for you or to you. Like sending you a message. Like people might want to apologize to you. There's going to be some kind of regret here. Somebody's going to be receiving an apology or some kind of an offer because of something that happened in the past that was not right. And from that situation, something came out. The truth was realized, and now somebody else is actually going to be left out in the cold who deserves to be left out in the cold. But that's going to leave some kind of bittersweet energy. Let's get an Angel Wisdom card. What's the Angel Wisdom advice from the Sagittarius gang? Yeah, I'm hearing What Now by Rihanna. Awakening. The Moon. So, awakening in this deck is the Hangman. A temporary pause for reflection and insight. An awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your own uniqueness. Charitable actions. So yeah, I think in the beginning of the reading, I mentioned something about embracing your true self and your uniqueness. That's what makes you beautiful. So pretending to be someone else or pretending to embody somebody else's energy is not good for anyone, really. You know, it's just a world of copycats. Like Kanye said, does anybody make real shit anymore? And the answer is, unfortunately, a lot of people don't, because everyone wants to be like, oh, so-and-so is popular, so let me just be like so-and-so. But if you were like yourself, it would be so much more beautiful and fulfilling. So this person now is going to have to find a way to embrace their true self. And for you, Sagittarius, if this is not you, you're being asked, when you find this out, it might be jarring to you. So you're going to need to just take a moment probably and reflect on it, because this is going to change your situation somehow. And there's an angel there with you. But it's going to be a big change for you. It's going to cause you to take a minute to reflect and just kind of think on it. The good thing about the Hangman is that he's purposefully taking a minute. In the higher vibration, it's not a negative energy. It's somebody who's pausing to reflect and see, okay, you know, how can I not self-sacrifice? How can I see this in a new light? A positive pause for reflection. I really like this representation of the Hangman. Like, he doesn't look like there's blood rushing to his head and his face isn't red, like he can't breathe. He's just taking a moment. Bowing out for a moment. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. So yeah, it's a period of change that's on its way to you, Sagittarius. And this other person, whoever they are. It's like, this is connected somehow. But don't be afraid of change, because I feel like this is a good change coming your way, but the news or how it comes to you might be shocking, okay? That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I love you guys, and I'll be back next week with another reading for you. Bye.